Hi, I'm Mike. This is about using the Keurig K cup. What I do is I'll use the 1zpresso K Pro grinder. Now this holds 30 to 35 grams. When I make a cup of coffee to use in this, I use 12.5 grams. So I didn't need anywhere near this capacity. And I don't for most cups. What I'll do is I'll put that on the scale, cheap scale. This one was $10 on Amazon. That's a timer too. I already pre-measured this. So 12.5. Of course now it's saying 12.6, but 12.5, 12.6, that's fine. And so I'll grind that. Now I have bad shoulders, both shoulders. I had rotator cuff surgery on the left shoulder, and the right one's not far behind. I'm going to need it more sooner than later, I would say. This grinder adjusts around the top. Nice big, easy to use settings. Now, I always leave it at the same setting anyway, just over 8, just about 8.5. That's where I use it, and it grinds pretty much effortlessly. Like I said, I have bad shoulders. Now, I've noticed that if I go real slow with this, it's less likely to cause a lot of static inside of it. Let me turn that off. That is battery powered, my scale. I forget exactly how many batteries it uses. That's the Apex Stone scale. Like I said, that was $10 including shipping off of Amazon. Alright, that's done. So, as I unscrew it, I'll give it a couple of bangs to try to get all the grounds down into the cup. Like I said, if I go easy with that, it still has a little bit. That's not too terrible. But what I'll do is I'll use the little brush, I'm sorry, that comes with the grinder. Let me grab my piece of paper. What I do is I'll dump this down onto a piece of paper that I have folded, just like that, with basically a double fold at the bottom. Move that out of the way. And what I'll do is take this and dump that onto the paper. Like that. Now I'm not too worried about getting every bit of it out. I have more than enough here. So what I'll do is get this stuff out of the way. I might as well get as much out as I can. Just simply sweep it out a little bit with the brush. Same with that. Put that aside. And now I'll take this and I'll simply pour it in. And before it spills all over the place, I'll push it down a little bit. And you can see why I put it on a paper plate. So, is that a perfect way of doing it? No, of course not. But that gets it to this point where that's plenty of coffee in there to make a really good cup of coffee. So Yeah, I mean, everybody knows what to do with that from this point on. Simply put it in the Keurig. And this, I'll use it in the a setting for 10 ounce. And on my particular Keurig, you can set it for a strong cup too. So I'll do it on strong and set it for 10 ounces of water. And that, for me, it makes an absolute perfect cup of coffee. I have decaf in here right now. So that about sums it up. I'm real happy with this K Pro from 1zpresso. And something else I want to point out too is I've been looking for something to keep my coffee in. Now, I don't need to go into what brand it is because that's always an ongoing process trying to find the best coffee bean. But I keep it in a Ziploc bag and I'll put it up in my cabinet, up out of the sun. It's always the same temperature in there. It doesn't really get changed that much. And that keeps my coffee just fine. I have no problems keeping coffee in a Ziploc bag, just enough to use within a 2 or 3 week period is what I'll put up there. Well, with my regular coffee, I have a big bag of it, and I keep that down in the freezer in a Ziploc bag. I think it was a 2-pound bag. I'm not 100% sure of that. And I'll take out what I'm going to need, what I'm going to use in a week, and I'll put that in a Ziploc bag, roll it up, get as much air out as possible, and put it up in the cabinet. Now, something else that I'll do. Let me get this on camera. I keep little medicine bottles, but you can also buy these, by themselves without any labels or anything on them. And I'll measure out my beans, and I'll put 12.5 ounces in one of these. I just ordered a bunch of these off Amazon, and what I'm going to do is put 12. I think it's 10 of them. I'm going to put 12.5 ounces in each one of them, and then just keep them separated. And especially when we go out in the RV, I'll have basically my coffee pre-measured where I won't need my scale. So I'll just dump this right into the grinder, grind it, and have a good cup of coffee. This measurement, the 12.5 grams, works real good in the coffee steeping method too for out camping. The steeping basket hanging down into the water. So the cup has to be sized so that your 10 ounces of water is what I use. Your 10 ounces of water has that steeping bag down inside of it, no matter what type of steeping bag you use. Works real well. And what I'll do is leave it in there for roughly 5 minutes. And that again makes a perfect cup of coffee. So, like I said, when I was looking for the perfect grinder, I settled on this partly because of the size of this container on the bottom of it, because it can hold what I thought I needed, 30 to 35 grams. But like I said, I use 12.5. And I also decided on this particular one because of the adjustment being easy to use. I'm starting to get arthritis. My wife has arthritis in her hands. This is very, very easy to adjust. You don't have to reach up inside it. You don't have to reach down inside it. You adjust it right here at the top outside ring. And I'm not going to move it now. There's no reason to. But it moves very, very easily. Grinds very easily. And it's a larger, it's got the larger burrs in it, stainless steel burrs, that make it easier grinding. So, hope that helps. Thanks for watching. Bye.